Hi everyone, welcome to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel. This is Rena. Welcome to day 2 of introductions. All of these products will be available on January 15th. First up, we have a super fun set illustrated by Ada Zamora. This is Pinata Party. I had a lot of fun with this set. It is so super cute, and I love all of the different scenes that you can make with it. Here are the Pinata Party creative cuts to go along with that stamp set. Next up is the DE Deep Etch Confetti Cover creative cuts. Remember, the dies that are deep etch can cut through multiple layers of paper and fabric and are strong enough and deep enough to cut through different materials. I'm going to start off by coloring these fun images. I did use the colors that I used for my last card, and I also added a red and yellow color. I'm coloring these with the Arteza Real Brush Markers and a water brush on a Bristol Smooth cardstock using VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Whenever I want to do some quick coloring, my go-to is the Real Brush pens, whether they're Zig or Arteza, and a water brush and Bristol Smooth cardstock. The only thing about Bristol Smooth cardstock is you can't really layer tons of water on top of it because it will start to pill. But if you just want to do just a quick swoosh of color and move that color around with a water brush, it's perfect for that. I like to do kind of like a light layer first, and then I'll go in with the marker a little bit darker, you'll see here, just so I can add just a little bit of slight shading. I think this little bear was my favorite image in the set. So cute, and I think I really loved how I colored it too. I really love this little guy, and he's gonna end up holding a balloon. Okay, I take that back. I feel like it's a tie between the bear and this image as my favorite. I love the Ada Zamora penguins. I think they are just so adorable. I really love this little guy, and he's about to have his turn to hit the little pinata. I've been making these swatch cards before I make cards on what colors I'm using, and then I've just been saving them in a little binder in case I need to use them for a different card, or in case I need inspiration, or in case I'm too lazy to pick colors. But I do really like choosing my colors beforehand. These, I was still kind of deciding what colors I was going to make my cards, so that's why I colored all of their little clothes last. So I ended up deciding to make kind of a blue card and a red pink card. I just wanted to use just really fun spring lively colors. I had made a lot of holiday cards, and I kind of I just tapped out on red and green and white and blue. So I'm just trying to kind of just do just a different kind of theme, way different than holiday cards. And I really love that it's going to be spring soon, even though it just turned winter. But I just really liked switching gears on kind of the different cards that are coming up that we have to make. Lots of coloring. I'm doing a lot of coloring because I will be making 2 cards with all of these images, and I'm coloring the fun pinatas here. I really love this one. Second product to introduce today, this is the Deep Etch Confetti Cover Creative Cuts. It cuts out those little circles, which you can save, and you can also use that to adhere on top of your card. It also has an embossed circle dot detailing, and I'm going to enhance that detailing by ink blending the cover. I'm just doing it with a little oxide ink here, and that'll bring out the circle dot detailing a lot more. And this is for my first card. My first card is kind of going to be a blue and purple theme. Occasionally I like a little thin border, so I'm going to use this piece of paper, and I'm going to mask off up until that stitch line. And I'm just going to make a fun little dark border. And I'm just going to use that with Distress Oxide ink, the same color that I used to ink blend the background. But I'm just going to go in with a heavier hand, so there's a lot of contrast between the background blending and the border that I'm trying to make. I want to make a hanging pinata on a string. So I'm taking my pinata image that I've cut out with the coordinating dies, and I've cut it out again on plain paper. I'm going to layer this 3 times. I want that die cut to be nice and strong. And I'm going to cut off the string on top of it. And then I'm going to glue a real piece of string on it behind. And the trick to this is after you glue it, don't touch it. Just let it dry on its own, and it's perfectly fine. You don't have to do anything else. While that's drying, I'm taking the Whimsy Alphas, and I'm going to spell the word out, yay. And I just love these Whimsy Alphas. Sometimes you just want kind of like a bold sentiment, and this is perfect for it because you can customize it. I'm using one of the birthday messages stamp sentiments. Happy birthday to sweet, wonderful you. I like that it said sweet because typically inside a pinata there's candy. There's some nice little candy images from the stamp set. I wanted to look like they were falling down from the pinata. I stamped that out in VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and then I'm just adding a little bit of color onto them with a water brush pen. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this panel already has a hole. I'm going to put my string through the hole, and then I'm just going to tape it down real quick and then snip the excess, and that way my pinata will be kind of like hanging, like how a real pinata is. I'm taking the images that I colored, I cut them with the coordinating dies, and now I'm just going to place them in the front of the card. They're kind of in line for their turn to hit the pinata. I just love these little guys. They're so adorable, so cute. This will make a perfect birthday card. And my little bear's going to hold his little balloon there. And then through the little confetti cutouts in the panel, I wanted it to have a purple background when you see through the little confetti holes. I just wanted like a super fun, kind of like a birthday card for like a kid. And when you move the card around, the pinata does kind of move with it, which I think is a fun little detail, and it's like super easy to do. For my second card, I did cut out the fun confetti cover again, and I'm going to do some quick ink blending on top just to add a little bit of color to my white cardstock. I like to do this so it can also accentuate the embossing detail on the card. I have this fringe die from mamaelephant, and I haven't used it yet. I thought it'd be perfect for this pinata card because when you look at it, how a pinata it's kind of made with crepe paper, and the crepe paper is kind of fringed like this, so this is like the perfect die for it. So I'm going to do some fun rainbow colors because I love rainbow colors. The cardstock that I use here is the same cardstock that I use throughout these videos. I tried to use the same piece of paper throughout, and this is paper tray ink. I'm taking my images and I'm kind of placing them around, and what you don't see behind the scenes is me having a crafty meltdown, because after I looked at this, I noticed it was not centered and I was having a meltdown. And so before the meltdown, I did cut off the excess fringe on the sides just so everything is nice and neat. And so I did not film me making this sentiment strip, which I heat embossed with Have a Sweet Birthday, because I just wanted to fix the spacing on this card. And I'm just like, I hope this fixes it. I hope this fixes it. So after I adhered it, I had my second crafty meltdown, and I didn't film myself trying to fix it, and I decided, oh, I have all these extra stars from the banner I made yesterday, and I used that to kind of fill the space and trick my eye into thinking that I meant for the spacing to look this way, but this was like crafty meltdown after crafty meltdown. But at the end, I really love this card. So we're calling that card done. We're popping it on a card base and we're moving on. Okay, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Mama Elephant YouTube channel and tap on that bell to be notified of future videos. I hope you guys join me tomorrow. We are doing Zodiac Tiger. I hope you have an awesome day. Happy crafting, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.